having a relapse and I'm freaking out about it. Loaded topic, isn't it? So what I mean by relapse is my top arch shifted back by 2 millimeters, I think, and it's really, I can feel it. I can feel it so much. The gap that I had before between my top and bottom teeth was about 3 millimeters. That's how they pushed my top jaw forward through jaw surgery and all. But now the gap got smaller, and I don't know, my bottom teeth are kind of pushing against my top teeth now at almost a 95-degree angle, which means that my top teeth, there's a chance that they will just jut out and become super crooked, and I'm like freaking out about it. I don't know, I'm just trying to keep cool, trying to wear the retainers. I have fixed retainers. Did I tell you? I don't even know. Did I tell you? I got fixed retainers, top and bottom, and the orthodontist said that I shouldn't be wearing the plastic retainers, removable ones, all day, just overnight. Something I gotta tell you, I'm feeling that things are getting better in terms of my jaw stabilizing, because before with the removable retainer, every time I would actually remove it, my bite was off. I could feel it. I think I talked about it as well. It was just off. I was like, how is it possible? My teeth were fine when the braces come off, with the braces, and all of a sudden they're just off. And she said that it's because of the slight discrepancies in the bite that you will get with the retainer because of the size of retainer. I don't know, it's like 1 millimeter difference that makes all the difference. Anyway, I could feel that. And now that I have fixed retainers, things are much better. But still, it's not what it used to be. I just don't get it. If they know that generally the relapse of like 2 millimeters or something like that is expected and always happens, why don't you just push stuff forward to make up for that discrepancy when you know it will happen, so that when the braces come off and everything stabilizes, it will just be fine. Did that make sense just now? I don't know. It is Sunday, 7 o'clock. I couldn't sleep because, well, actually I did do half of the presentation yesterday, and I'll do the remaining half, or at least half of that other half today, but I couldn't sleep anyway, so I'm just gonna decided to walk up in. I'm slacking with the walking. I don't walk home as often. I would walk home every day before, and now it's like 2 times in the morning a week, and then not always in the evening either. Yeah, I was taking office photos today, so it has to like look nice and presentable. And you know, when you've been scootering for an hour and a half and you come to work, your hair is a mess. Do they care? No, not a single bit. Look, it was literally the last thing in my priority list for today, so it was hectic, extra. Anyway, they took pictures and all, and I was like just smiling, I was going for it, I didn't care. And I shit you not, guys, these pictures are the best pictures I've ever seen of me in my whole entire life. I'm gonna show some of them if I have them, but I was just so happy. I was fully smiling, I was relaxed, I wasn't trying to hide anything about my face. It was just so liberating. Stuff like this and feelings like that makes it all worth it. It is 37 degrees today, and I have a feeling our first dip is going to happen today. Gosh, my GoPro only has 4% battery. Okay, I'm gonna switch it off, and if it happens, it happens. Okay, wanna go in the water? Wanna come with? Good boy! Good boy! You had a first dip then, Daddy. Good job. It's so nice and cold. Come back. Come on. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Good boy! Good boy! Wanna try swimming? What do you think? I have my first call with this client, and it's 8 o'clock. It's 8 p.m. So my working hours are 9 to 5, but this specific client call is at 8, so 8 to 8:45, and I'm like, oh man, this needs to be rescheduled, because what happens is I work until 5, and then I'm like in limbo, you know, I can't fully relax knowing that there is another client call until 8, and then my Thursday evenings are ruined because of that. I'm sure they're gonna organize this. Look, we're working with America, and most of our calls are at either 5 o'clock in the evening or like a bit earlier, and it always works. So they have to push it around, or ask them to push it like a little bit earlier, or you know, because it just doesn't work. Especially if it's going to be this way long term. I really need my work-life balance, you know. But anyway, a little bit nervous. This is the first call with these guys and they're quite big. The funny thing is, this client is the direct global competitor of the clients that I had in the previous agency I worked for. So that's fun. I'm not gonna tell them that. It's fun to be working for them. And looking through their accounts, I'm like, oh man, they're so bad, so bad. But because the brand is so much more established, it doesn't really matter. People know them, people will buy them regardless. But things could be done better. Gosh, I just got off the call. That was just, oh, I'm losing my shit, you guys. It's like, you know, we are in 2022. Are we? Yes, we are. But it feels like certain elements are just stuck in 2020, like from 10-15 years ago, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, how are you not moving forward with this? The item I'm talking about is the basic automation. I work in a digital marketing company, and you'd imagine that a digital marketing company would have things, at least the baseline things like budget pacing or stuff like that, automated, and they're still stuck in downloading manual Excel reports on a daily basis. Freaking out. I'm like, dude, you're working for huge global corporations and you're managing media spend of millions of pounds a month. You are against investing $200 a month to make your employee life easier so that, you know, everything could be more efficient. And I'm like, I'm having to prove that we need that, and just me having to prove this point to them, it's just mind-blowing to me. I don't get it. And I find myself in a situation where I'm talking to some guy in America, and it's been 20 days, I think, of me trying to persuade them that this is required. And the thing is, they have access to one of the platforms I need, and they're just holding back on giving me access so I could do my little freaking report there because they're scared that I may fuck something up for them. I'm like, dude, I'm not even going to open it, because the only way I can mess their reporting up is if I open it and mess with it. But it's so straightforward and easy. I don't even need to be looking at their reports. And to be frank with you, he can give access level so that I'm not even able to see their reporting, and I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck, it's just so stupid to me, and I'm fighting so hard to get this, and I'm not going to stop because, dude, 2022 manual stuff should have been a thing in the past 20 years ago, and it's not, and it's insane.
Say hello.
Don't kiss him too much today.
Say hello. No, they don't like you. Say hello nicely.
You know what? I think they're getting used to it, and they're like, we're gonna be friends soon.
Him.
Yeah. Hello. Good. Wanna say hi? Look, they're not too scared of you anymore. I mean, it is kind of creative. At least, like, it's visible, you know, you can't step on it. It wasn't me, it was someone else. But I appreciate the innovation, I'd say. So I was thinking about a conversation I had with one of my new colleagues from America yesterday. And something just dawned on me and I really want to share. Okay, here's the context. I'm trying to get access to a tool that automates a few items that would be manual, otherwise it would need to be completed on a daily basis. The company I joined doesn't have this tool. That's beyond the point right now, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to get access to the tool that the company we're merging with has. Okay, I'm talking to this cherry guy, and suddenly he says, look, it's not your job function to do analytics. Just give us a list of things that you need to be automated and we'll do it for you. My first reaction is like, you're fucking crazy. Obviously I didn't say that, but I was like, no, data analytics is indeed my job function, and I do it every day. I innovate a ton. That will only be possible through the utilization of the tool I'm trying to get access to. And if I was to just rely on other people to give me data that I need, it would just make things more complicated, because today I may need a few extra columns. Tomorrow, a certain parameter may change, which will mess the reporting up. And if it's a situation where a client is requesting something urgently and I am needing to reach out to some person on the other side of Earth, a different time zone, who may not be working during my working hours, which is the case, it is going to make matters so much more complicated, unnecessarily complicated. So I left it at that, and then I'm thinking, why is it even for me to say something like it's not your job function to do data analytics when, you know, it is a huge part of my job? It's like, why are you stumping my productivity? Why are you stumping my progress? Why are you trying to limit my... Like, you're supposed to be, as a colleague or a professional, you're supposed to be supporting people who want to learn and progress and all of that. And then it dawned on me, in the UK we are lucky in terms of the employee protection. We cannot get fired basically here. There's absolutely no way you get fired unless there's like a huge breach of some sort and you just mess up. The employee rights are so strong in this country that it works for us or against, well, it doesn't really work against us, it only works for us. So we don't have the fear of losing our jobs, whereas in America, from what I've heard, people get fired a ton. And I feel like when he says that it's not your job function, he's trying to protect his role, because if I can do his job, what's the point of him being in this company? So that's, I think, his thought process is. And I just feel bad for the guy. I'm like, fuck. Like, imagine being in it, well, I don't know. I was just never in a position where I have to fight for my job. Open, come. Oh, good boy, good boy, good job, good job. Come then, come. Almost home. No. You sure you want to stay? Come. I know you're tired. We're going home. Almost home. Almost home. I woke up at 7 o'clock today and I was like, I just couldn't sleep. Not just because of the weather, but also because of the fact that I have to work a lot this weekend and I just can't relax knowing that. I decided to walk out RPing, and then I came home and I just spent the last 3 hours planning out the QBR presentation that we'll be walking the client through this Wednesday. The strategy is done, the outline is done, but it did take me a while. And it's not just preparing the outline, it's also like choosing the colors, okay, choosing the correct symbols, layout of every single slide. I filled out a few slides already. I really need this to be good, and I'm really excited about all together working on it. It just sucks I have to work on the weekend because like so much stuff dropped on me this last week, and there was just literally, I was working non-stop, I was working overtime. Until things stabilize, it just needs doing, but I hope it's worth it. I think it's going to be the case now, really. I won't be as confident going alone. Oh yeah. He's like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. What do I do? here's a trick for you if you are drawing your dog who's tired and just wants to sleep, or I don't know, mine always is very tired after walks, and that's when I give him bath. The hack that I found to rotate him is to place him on his bed, and that way you'll be able to, as opposed to touching him and disturbing him, you can just rotate the bed and he'll be like, what? For a second, but it's fine, it's good enough, because you continue to sleep and you continue to dry him. Okay, it happened. I'm going to the gym. Remember this one time before I whitened my teeth, before my braces came off, when I said, hey, there's no way I'm gonna stop going? Well, guess what happened? It's been a month, or even a month and a half, I think. Oh yeah, holy shit, a month and a half of me not going to the gym. And I have a ton of excuses why I didn't. It's time to reverse that trend. To mark the occasion, I got myself a new water bottle. As you may remember last time, either someone stole it or I forgot it somewhere. And look, I had a theory on it, but let's not get into that. So, we've lost a client. And I'm so annoyed because it was one of my most favorite clients, and the reason why we lost them is because the freaking social guys didn't do their job well enough. More detailed feedback is coming, but look, it's just ridiculous to me. There's so many problems that I'm seeing with the way things are in this digital agency, and I have a lot. I mean, look, I'm looking at this as an opportunity for me to grow and an opportunity for me to bring something new to the plate. Not just doing my piece, you know, but combining things and working together across various verticals and servicing clients that way. I'm trying to look at it as an opportunity for me to grow. But it's just so annoying, man. Dude, just figure your shit out. How difficult is it to work together? I don't understand. Also, it was so funny. I was talking to one of my colleagues from the States, and we were like complaining about the fact that we don't have access to certain tools and blah blah blah. And while we're complaining, they gave me access. Like an email came through giving me access to the tool that I was asking them for the last 3 weeks. So that was a win for sure. This brush is so much better than the one I had before. I don't know, it's shaped in a way that makes brushing so enjoyable for me. It's so meditative, you know. To brush the cat and our pig. Can I brush your head? Good boy. I think our penis almost 5 months old. He's grown to be the beautiful goose that he is.
Hey guys.
It's our 3-year anniversary. We've been together for 3 years. It feels like we've been together for 4, which may have been the case. Anyway, I did not expect, but I got a new present. I got a present. I got iPhone 13. I've had iPhone 6 for as long as I can remember. Is it 7? I don't even know. It's been crap. I've run out of space 10,000 times. It's just, I mean, it was a phone.
It's not been broken at all though. It's very highly maintained. I got the same colour as the cover of the previous phone. Show the back of it.
Yeah.
Well, kind of the same colour. And we're at a restaurant where Arpine is making a bit of a fuss. Set.
Good boy. Okay, we just received. I can't stop smiling and laughing. Oh my god, it's so bad right now. This. So I expected these glasses to be a little bit bigger because I feel like our cats are bigger. But let me see if we put them in. I feel like it's so bright you won't even see me. Gosh, every single glass goes into the thing. Look how cute they are. Oh my god. Okay, I think they are small. Wanna try them on? Blair? Can you see? Wait, I can't see your eyes. Everything is dark. Oh, they're a little bit too tight, huh? A bit too tight. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe you just don't want to fall like this. Hold on. Oh, damn. They are so tight. Oh, hold on. We can stretch them out a little bit. What do you think? Actually it's perfect because they won't fall. They're a little bit too tight in the thing. But all together, he looks awesome, don't you think?